Hi, my name's Kristin Francisco. I work with Northwestern Mutual as a financial advisor, and I am on the board of the Women's Fund of Miami-Dade. I first got introduced to the Women's Fund back in 2009, and one of my clients had invited me to the Raise the Bar event. And it was the first time I met, a lot of people from the board. I realized what the Women's Fund was about, and it was a really fun event that was supporting a really great cause. I was pretty new in my career at the time with Northwestern Mutual, and I left that meeting or that event feeling like I definitely wanted to learn more. So the following year, I went to my first Power of the Purse event, and a few months after that, I became one of the youngest board members of the Women's Fund back in 2010. The Women's Fund has changed a lot since then. Since then, I've rejoined the board, and it has a much different meaning for me now because I do have a almost 10-year-old daughter. I think the mission now, having our 4 pillars of impact that we focus on, and the education that we provide around women and girls in Miami-Dade is very impactful for not only, the people that we're helping, but also making people more aware about who we are and what we do and who we serve. I think what always has resonated most with me is our Freedom from Violence campaign, specifically the human sex trafficking campaign and domestic violence. I think when I was very young, in my early 20s and mid 20s, when I was first on the board, I didn't really realize, you understand that it exists, but until, I think really having a daughter really made me truly be a lot more sympathetic and empathetic to the situation. And so, our freedom from violence and violence just in general, it doesn't discriminate. People that have means, people that don't have means. And it's definitely something that is very important. Now being on the board, what I would love to focus on and continue to focus on is bringing people and making more corporations and allowing people our resources to impact, again, many more people in our community, and having more corporate sponsors and corporate dollars be put towards good use. I think one of the things that I love most about the Women's Fund is the hands-on impact that our grants do provide our grantee partners in the community. I've had the chance to visit and talk with many of our grantees, and by even coming to our different events, especially the Power of the Purse event, you see hands-on, the impact that the money that we raise go to, and that's just such a wonderful feeling. Coming back on the board this time around, I see many of the familiar faces that I see, which is really nice. It's really nice to see that, everybody has the common goal of making a better in changing the lives of women and girls today, but also the lives of the women and girls for our future. And I think, staying present is very important, but also constantly moving and being forward thinking is also very important too.